kind of this season that I've been in and where the Lord has had me, it's been a moment of waiting. It's been a moment and a season of silence, and I wanted to share it with you all as a piece of encouragement. He brought me to the book of Esther. I can't remember for sure. I think it's in chapter 4. But just talking about the strategy that she used. Esther was a woman of means, coming from practically an orphan, being adopted by Mordecai, and being placed in this position of power, placed in the position of queen, and now having this situation dealing with Haman. And now each of these different characters you can correlate to whatever you've got going on in your own life. So hear me what I'm saying, that you can correlate it to your particular situation, your battle, whatever you're in right now. But peep this. Esther was some kind of, I don't even want to use the word crafty, but she was skilled and she was intentional and she was smart. The Bible doesn't necessarily reveal why she did this or went about this the way that she did. But there have been a couple speculations, some theories that I agree with and some that I don't. But I feel like there's a significant amount of children of the Lord who are in a season of waiting, of silence. And it's almost as if you're waiting for that grand entrance that I've spoken about in a video over a year ago now. But just imagine that she goes and asks for the presence of her king at a banquet. They have this banquet, okay? They have the banquet. And then the king is like, all right, babe, what's up? What do you want? What is this really about? And then she's like, actually, I want another banquet. Like, why the suspense? Why did she build it up like that? You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine the agony, even of her? Us not knowing what her strategy was, what the plan was, what the reasoning was behind that. But something convinced her to wait it out. Something convinced her to postpone. Okay? Now, the old me, if I was Esther in that moment, I'd be like, hey, king, he said this, and this about our people. He trying to kill us. He don't like us. He a racist, blah, 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 blah. No, she was quiet. Can you imagine? She sat in the face of her hater. She sat in the face of her hater and gave him a slight promotion during these banquets. You know, you got to imagine the officials in the palace and all these things, and them seeing Haman being invited to this dinner, to this banquet with the king and the queen. And 2 times, not just once. So imagine the setup. Imagine how defeated you could feel if that were you. Imagine all the emotions that she's going through, that she went through, even to just, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, really break this thing down, decipher it all, because she was doing something, okay? She was being intentional and she was being very purposeful. But I just want you to place yourself in those shoes. Place yourself in the shoes of everyone involved. King, Esther, Queen Esther, Haman, Mordecai. Just imagine. Haman thought he was good. He was like, all right, we on a roll. We right on schedule. I'm having a banquet. Let me go ahead and impale these Jews and get them out of here. You know what I mean? But what it looked like turned out to be something completely different. It looked like the enemy was winning. It looked like the enemy was going to have victory. But in the end, we all know. We all know that Queen Esther rose to the occasion. She rose to the calling that was placed on her life before she was born. And she succeeded in her destiny and her purpose, and being born for such a time as that, to speak on behalf of her people, to speak on behalf of herself and those to come and those who have passed. So I want to share that perspective with you, that you be encouraged in this season of waiting. It feels like you're literally just waiting for it to happen any day. You're waiting for it to happen any day. You're waiting for God to finally make the big reveal. You're waiting for all the puzzle pieces to finally be put together. You're just waiting. And I want to say to you that enjoy this period of waiting, because when whatever takes place happens, your life will no longer be the same for the good. Excuse me. Your life won't be the same. Because once God takes that veil off of you, the one that's been hiding you spiritually, hiding you from those who are not for you, from those who do not deserve your gift, from those who should not be around you. Once the Lord removes that veil and displays you to the entire world and makes you accessible, your life won't be the same. So enjoy the quiet, enjoy the wait, enjoy where you are right now, because he's gonna do it. And boy, I tell you, I just see him doing it for so many of his sons, for so many of his daughters. And when it happens, it's like, is this it? Is this the real deal? It's not dress rehearsal? Okay. That's how I see it. Like, you're going to be in shock when it actually happens. And it's going to be like, close your mouth. Mouth on the ground. Just in awe. Because our daddy is awesome sauce. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Like I said, I know it's been a minute, but I don't speak until I'm spoken to. Not to say that he hasn't been speaking this entire time, but you know what I mean. As far as releasing and sharing what he says I can share, I'm not just going to be getting on here just to get on here. So I pray that this encourages you in this moment, who it's for. Even if it's not for you specifically, you know, you might be in a different season of your life, but I pray that there were some particular nuggets that you were able to glean and, you know, apply to your own life. So I just want y'all to be encouraged. Don't doubt. Know that it's on the way. Know that his promises remain forever true. And it's for what? His glory. I love y'all. Be blessed. Jesus loves you too. Bye.